put this mower online. I think the main reason it was cheap, well the only reason it was cheap, is because you can't control it via the throttle up here. So the guy was turning on and off by pulling the spark plug. He was pulling this off. Let me go on now. There we go. I saw that and thought, oh, it can't be much wrong with it, so I went and got it. Let's have a quick look at the blades. I didn't look at the blades. I thought, oh, whatever. And then they changed the blades. Oh, it's got a 2-blade setup, and if you can see that, might be a bit dark. They don't look too bad. I mean, they're worn, but they're okay. I reckon this here little knob, it's just got to go in there somewhere. Straighten this out. I don't know what's going on there. Something funky's happened up here. Straighten that out with the pliers fairly easily. It's probably straight enough for now. There's a hole in there, a little spot in there. Now this little loopy bit here goes in that hole, and then this clamps down on this cable, so it holds the outer cable. It's not always the case, but usually the outer cable is held and the inner cable moves. Not always the case. In this case, it's the case. You're gonna have to trust me, that was quite easy to do with 2 hands. Very hard with 1 hand. You can see that little loop in there, and then the outer cable is being held by this bit of plastic. Now, if I haven't lost that screw, god damn it, when I put that screw, there it is. Put the screw back in. So that pins that one up. Now, yeah, see, it's sort of been in the cable. So there's still a problem down here somewhere. It's gripped on this thing here. This is how you set the length of the cable. Gripping it in different spots. It's a bit agricultural, but it does the job. Everyone loves an RP7. So I've taken this holder off, and here, that there. Now once I've done that, this throttle moves freely. So there's no problem there. Whatever the problem is, it's with the cable. Alright, so the problem is that two things. The end of this cable has been bent around so much it's weakened. The other thing is, for whatever reason, this cable, or wire really, isn't flowing very well inside this outer cable. Now there's nothing obviously wrong with it, there's no kinks in it, and nothing that shows it's looked like it's been kinked. This moves quite freely. So I'm going to order a new one. Back on the mower. Remember the cable was damaged up here, and there's something wrong with it. It doesn't slide inside the inner cable doesn't slide inside the outer cable. So I've got a new one. Can you read that? Greenacre Mowers. Good service. Turned up. Can't complain. Now, get the old one off. It's quite a neat little arrangement, this thing. Clamps the outer of the cable. I'll just put it back like that, so I know how it goes back together. Now this side, I've got a cable tie there, which is a aftermarket modification. Nip this off. There we go. Don't want that. So this thing here, you turn it and then sort of take it out like that. That's all I've done, is I've taken out this screw, loosened that one off and loosened that one off a bit, stuck a screwdriver in there to leave it open, And now I'll try and just twist the same thing. So hook that little hook thing there. So once you open up the gap, it's quite easy. Down through this hole. And that's the old cable removed. The old one is quite hard to move. So I'll get the new one, hopefully. Hopefully the new one's a lot easier than that. Slides beautiful. Beautiful, mate. So this will work a lot better. This is the engine end. It doesn't have the knob on it. Through the hole. Sit that there for now. Up to the controller end. Try and show this. It just sort of goes in like that. Then you twist it. There we go. So it ends up looking like that. I don't know if you can see that in there. There we go. It actually doesn't look that secure, but it is. It's surprising how good it stays in there. Knob there needs to go in that hole there, like that. Press it in with a screwdriver, maybe. Yep. Beautiful. Take the wedging screwdriver out. So now when you do this, the other end does this. So this has got to go in like this, straight down, and just turn. And that's as simple as that. Now it's not really tricky, but the only thing is that this, when you line this up, so that's with the cable, that's the position the cable's got to be in. So that's going fast. That position there is up here. So we've got the running hare and the walking tortoise, fast, slow. So that's the right position to be in. Now we just, ideally we clamp up this, fix that up, clamp that cable there. When we push this inside cable down by moving the lever down, it'll push this mechanism around and slow down the engine. So it's important to sort of get it right at the start, and then you can adjust it. So let's do that up loose because it moved. So put that back. I'll pinch it up with my oversized spanner. I'll just see. Look at that. See? That should, once it gets right around to there, it should turn the engine off. If it doesn't, I just need to move that a fraction forward. But if I have it the other way, then it won't be full revs up here. So I think where it is now is good, at least for a first try. Okay, do that up. And the reason it's going to be tight so it doesn't vibrate out. So the other thing that's happened is this cable's probably a little bit longer than the last one. I did measure it, but you know, shit happens. I don't think it really matters. What I'll probably do is put a cable tie there, like that, and just leave this flop around down here. It's best to avoid having any sharp bends in this thing. This is the fuel filler, petrol bowser. Now it's a 4-stroke, so I'm just putting in standard petrol. This funnel's not going to work. Not sitting up properly. It's going to be too hard. Yeah, fixed. So now I've got the mower filler point a lot flatter. I can put the funnel in there and it sits in there pretty good. We can't see how much is in there. Probably overflow. Now because it's a 4-stroke, there'll be oil. So this is where you check the oil. Looks alright. What's there anyway. It is ideal if the oil is good oil, but any oil is better than no oil. I'll go and get some earmuffs and I'll try and start it up. 1, 2, 3, because it says 3. And I'm a smart fella, so I'm going to put that about halfway. I know, 2/3. I'm only guessing, because I've got a block that's full of leaves and shit. I'm going to lift this up a bit, like about there, so it's fairly high. Let's see if it goes.